Hello everyone, welcome back to turquesadot. This is Evie, and today I'm back to share where my journaling by fives is going. I could not wait to get into the pages and start working on them. Once I was done with the first 5 sessions, you get to do free play. Now I don't know if you're supposed to film and work on the pages for 15 minutes each as you go for the free play. I guess I found out by talking to Nettie last night that I was supposed to be sharing this and spending 15 minutes on it. That's basically how much time I spent on the page that I worked on, but I didn't film them. I was like so into working in them that I just went right in and didn't even think about it. So sorry if I didn't follow the rules, but I thought I'd share with you the pages that I've finished. If you want to see where these pages came from, like how they were created, you can go back to the videos where I share the different sessions to see how I got to this spot. So for this page, what I did was that I went back into it with my love. I am in love with this pen. And I was watching Shannon the other day, and she was sharing how you're supposed to pronounce this in Japanese, because it is a Japanese pen. So it's supposed to be called fude instead of feud ball, which, okay, sounds closer to Spanish to me. So that helps. But anyways, I am loving this pen. Really, really liking the way it writes and how it takes to the pages. So what I did with this one was I went in and I added more of the same inks that I had already on the page, just to define that a little bit more. But I went in with it like really loosely, just letting the ink flow and then drying it off with a little paper towel to take the excess off, so I wouldn't get like the huge like this all over. Even though I really like, let me see if I can show you, I really like the texture that it created. So I just added to that, and I wanted to turn it into a plant, so wherever there was like something that I could add a little bit more to so I could turn it into the leaf, I did. So I defined this one a little bit more, and then I don't even remember. I think I added a little bit more here, and then I went in with my black pen and defined the whole thing and turned these into loose shapes of the leaves. I also added the "Hello, I'm a Dreamer," which was another one of the little stamped words that I had, or sentiments that I had in when I was working on the different stages. I had this one and I didn't get to use it. I just put it back in here, and then I added more stamps to finish off what I already had and to cover some of the areas so this would stand out a little bit more. But that's basically all I did to this page. Just work on this, add more stamps following what I already had there, and outline my base. So, and I'm really liking this first page. So that's the first one. And then I went in to add the butterflies that I had left over and I wanted to add to this page. I added that. I also gessoed or used chalk paints for this side of the pages. And basically it's for two things, so that this would stand out more, and so the matte finish of this would help me with the sticking of the pages, because I need to get that wax at some point whenever I have like the budget again, because my crafty budget is gone for a while. So anyways, I went into this page with the pen, with the same paint that I just showed you. The same pen. Went in and drew little doodles. I already had like the corner ones, so I just kept on adding things to that and made a little frame. That was like the last step. I also added Winco Stella to like the edge of the acetate. So that's how it looks. And then I added some words. And again, this was super fast because most of it was already done. So all I did was add some of the finishing touches and um, completed my page, and I really like it now. So it says, remember, adventure awaits you every single day. And I was working fast, so there's smudges, but I like it. It's like there's little smudges in the words, but it just makes it, alive. So I left it. And they're also warped a little bit because I was heating the gesso or the chalk paints that I was applying to the pages, so I could like do that in one session. That's basically the first thing that I did. I went back and I added the gesso to the pages. So you're gonna see that all of them now have like gesso covered, and it's not because I didn't like what the paint that was on the page. It's just that I had all of the stuff from the company that the cardstock came from, and that was like distracting me from the pages. So I figured whatever sticks to this now, at least it will be all mine and not some company's logo and information. So that was like the first thing that I did, just so all of them. And sort of like I inserted this because I know I want to work with that there. And this is the one I'm going to be working on now. Let me see. So I worked on that one, this one. This one is finished. I went in with Copic markers and painted the girl. It was a little bit hard because I had gel medium on it, so it was slipping and marking. It doesn't take as well as when you don't have it covered with gel medium, but I think it worked out pretty well. I just added more stamps of the same kind that I already had there. I doodled on both edges, and I added today I Choose to Shine. So what took me a little bit more was this, because I was having a hard time with the smearing and the markings on the surface because of the gel medium. But I think she looks quite finished and nice. So that page is also done. And then I went in and worked on this page because I kept seeing that face with the eye that I had there. So I just went into the little doodle lines that I had added and finished and retouched that and kind of like improved that a little bit more. And I think she still needs more of a lip there. I made these little shapes that were coming out here into her like little coat. So I re-stamped the stamp that I had here and added more detail to it. And what else did I do on this page? Oh, I went in with the same inks that I had that were already there and just added a little bit more so she would pop out more, and added more to this page so it would spread out and not take away from the image that I had here. And I just outlined this so it wasn't like that bright. Went in and did some doodling in white jelly roll pen, and I added some lace to the sides and some white pens to the, so it looks now like she has a little book in front of her, or like maybe it's her little sketchbook or something, or our journal. But that's what I did to that. There's white jelly roll here to turn it into like a little scarf type of thing with a flower shape there. That's what I was seeing with the ink. And I added some hair coming in because there was like a black spot of the ink here, and I didn't know if I wanted to turn it into an earring or hair, so I just used this little pen and went in with and created more of the hair. So that's where that one is, and I think is that about it? Yeah, because the rest I still have to go in and work with. So those are the pages that I did like in the last 2 days. So it was like, oh, I started with this first page and I'm like, oh, I want to go in and work on another one. So I did this one. No, so I did this one, and then I did this. No, I did this one next because it was also mostly finished. So I just added the inks, and then I went in and worked on this one. And then when I was working on this one that night, it's when I was talking to Nettie, and she's like, Evie, you're supposed to be sharing and doing it in 15 minutes. And I'm like, oh, so I'm not following the rules. So I guess I'll just go back and share where it's at now. and start from there, trying to film the ones that I work on from now on. So let me know if you would like to see that, if you would like to have my process video on how I work on these pages. But for today, I'm gonna finish this one. And what I was working on before I started was just finishing. I had started to turn this into a little hot air balloon. So I went in this morning for a little bit and added more lines to it to define it more and make it. Let me see if I still have ink in my nail. See? So now it looks a little, it looks better. It was, I mean, the few doodles that I added when I was working on it were like kind of a start, but now I think it looks a lot better. And I still have to finish the page. I still have to add some things, and I'm kind of seeing something happening. So that's what I'm gonna go and try to do today with you guys. And hopefully you like watching me do this. I would love to know if you do, so I can share more of it. If not, I'll just come back and share my already done pages, which to me is no problem and it takes less time. So I mean, for me to edit the videos and everything. So so yeah, that's what I'm doing today. And there's a little ant. Can you please go? Thank you. Go, 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 go. I don't know where she came from. Okay, so what I figured for this one is that maybe she could be like at a fair or something because of the different patterns going in the back. So this is an image that a friend had sent me a while back, a stamped image, and I'm thinking of using her down here, maybe like half of her. And instead of using the jump rope, I'll just eliminate that, and I'll turn these into balloons and have her holding those. And I'm gonna color that and cut it and add it, and I'm also gonna add a couple more stamps to the background before I add her. So I'm thinking that I might be using some of these new stamps that I got from Delusions and Diane Wrigley. I'm gonna add maybe a couple more letters, sort of to go with that theme that I had already going here, and yeah, then I'll add that, and I'll probably find a way to add words to the page to give it a theme. So let's get to it. Let's see what comes out today, okay? So let me color her first. So I'll leave her to dry a little bit, and I'll go into this to create my added details to the background. So let's see, maybe two of these. I hope this works. Let me see. Let me get something underneath it. Yeah, that worked out better because it has something to push on. Let me grab a little wipey here. And I finished my humongous bag of wipies. I like those letters. I was just able to get those on my trip to Vermont, and I'm so happy I found more letters to play with. Okay, so I have that, and I think I need something here, but I need it to be lighter. You can't really see the other one, so I'm going to use these again. And that little ant is like, it says no, but, oh, fabulous. No, it's not taking that little section there. Oh, whatever. That little ant is taking a field trip all around my desk. And I don't know what she's doing here. I don't know how she got here. She's like a lonely little ant. And, oh no, there's more than one. Okay. Okay, and now what I'm thinking is to turn these, let me put this away, to turn these into balloons for her. But I'm gonna have to do that after I cut her. I'm gonna put her like down here. So let me cut her. Let me see what I'm gonna do with that one. I think I'm gonna have these two here, and then have her hold this other one, and I have to cut her in her hand because she's not holding the jump rope anymore, so she needs color in there. Excuse me. And I think I'm gonna have her like right there, but maybe it's better if I put her here. So I might have to add maybe a purplish or a bluish. Let me give her a skirt. I'm liking the way it's working. Okay, so there she goes. She's ready for some fun. And then I think I'll add okay. Oops. Little boo-boo there. Okay, so I should have cut that before, but I didn't. So next time I'll have the image cut to play with. And now all I need is to add a little word in there. And it took me more than 15 minutes because I colored her and cut her. So that's something that you could have, like maybe some images already prepared. I don't do that, but just because I usually grab the image that inspires me when I'm going to make the piece that I'm making, so I don't have like a whole bunch of colored images. So let's see, maybe I could have thinking something like this. If it opens, delightful. What do you think? Free? Wonderful. I don't know why, I like delightful, so I'm gonna add that. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab a little piece of, is that too big? Yeah, it's way too big. Let me grab a little, because I can't put it like that, I have to put it behind something. It's so hot that I'm not even realizing that I have white paper right next to me, and I can just grab that. And do this, just so no. Is that too big for it? I'm not in love with that. It is so hot, it's not even funny. It's just great happiness. Let's just put happiness there instead of delightful. It's where find happiness. What do you think? There. We're done. Let me put the little surrounding edge here. And I'm leaving it like that. So let's cut her. And that's our page. It's done. So took a little bit more time because I was coloring that, but the rest, fun. And just a little pieces here and there, I was able to finish it. I worked on this a little bit this morning for not too long, and then I worked on this now, and then I just added that now, and the page is done. So I'm super happy with this process. It's helping me get like a whole bunch of stuff to already just work on and finish. So super happy with that process. So thanks so much for watching. See you all soon. Take care, and thanks for your visits and comments. Bye bye.